10 things you need to know before contemplating an eyelid surgery, also known as a blepharoplasty. Hi there, I'm Dr. Mrinalini Sharma, a plastic and cosmetic surgeon practicing in Estiva Cosmetic Clinic, Saket. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 things one must know before he contemplates a eyelid surgery procedure, also known as a blepharoplasty. So, what is blepharoplasty? Blepharoplasty or eyelid surgery is a procedure which is designed at removing excess skin or puffiness from both the upper and the lower eyelids so as to give the face a fresher and younger appearance. The most common candidates are people in the age group of the late 30s to the late 50s who are ideal candidates for this procedure. So who needs a blepharoplasty or an eyelid surgery? This is a procedure which can be thought about by anybody who has loose eyelid skin or who has excess puffiness, especially in the lower eyelids, which can be a normal phenomena of aging or can be due to excessive screen time or professions which involve sitting in front of the computer for long durations. So individuals who have a tired look in their eyes because of the puffiness or because of excess droopiness of either the upper and lower eyelids are ideal candidates for this kind of a procedure. So how is this surgery performed? Ideally speaking, this surgery can be performed as a simple day care procedure just requiring plain local anesthesia unless and until the patient is very apprehensive. We can take care of both the upper and the lower eyelids in the same go if the patient so requires, or this can be individually catered to the patient and maybe just in the form of the lower eyelids at one go, and if the patient so desires, the upper eyelid at a gap of about 1 week or so. The procedure as a whole takes about 1 hour to 2 hours depending on whether we're catering to the lower eyelids, the upper eyelids or both. And it's a daycare procedure. The patient is discharged from our office in about 4 to 5 hours and requires a period of rest of about say 3 to 4 days before he or she can resume his normal activities. So how do we decide who needs upper eyelid surgery, lower eyelid surgery or both? Upper eyelid surgery is usually a surgery which is performed in a little older age group, say people who are in the late 40s or early 50s. These people usually complain of an extra fold of skin over the upper eyelid, which can grow to the extent of hampering their vision even. If it's not functional, it still is a very big cosmetic problem where the patient has a tired look and usually looks older than he actually is. So, if the patient has this kind of a concern of an excess fold of skin over the upper eyelid, then upper eyelid surgery is the surgery to go for. This is a very short procedure in which in most cases we just simply remove the excess skin and place a scar which is along the eyelid crease. Again, coming to lower eyelid surgery. Lower eyelid surgery in my experience is usually required by little younger people also. So anybody who is in the late 30s to the late 50s can have complaints of eye bags, can have complaints of a depression and an eye bag and also loose crinkly skin over the lower eyelid. So here what we decide to do for this patient is a combination of removal of excess skin and also removal of the excess eye fat or the eye bags, which give the face a neat look and take away almost 5 to 10 years from the face of the patient. So how is the recovery like? In most patients, this kind of a procedure does not have a very long downtime or a recovery period. The patient recovers from the surgery within a matter of a few days. It's not even a very painful procedure and some patients don't even require any kind of pain medication. The eyes might be swollen for a period of 2-3 days and we advise the patient to take a lot of cold fomentation which helps the swelling to go down faster. Also, certain medications like aspirin or vitamin E are to be avoided in this period. But overall, it's a procedure in which the recovery is very comfortable with the patient and he or she can resume his daily activities in just about 4 to 5 days. What kind of scar does it leave? The best part about blepharoplasty is that neither the upper eyelid surgery nor the lower eyelid surgery leaves any visible scar. So in the upper eyelids, we design the scar line along a pre-existing crease which settles very beautifully with time and in most patients is hardly perceptible in as early a period of about 2 months or so. For the lower eyelid, we can either do incision which is in the line of the eyelashes which again heals beautifully, or sometimes if we simply need to remove the puffy eye bags and not remove excess skin, then we can also grow from inside the eye, something which is known as a transconjunctival approach, which is practically sutureless and scarless. So scars should never be a concern if a patient is thinking about this kind of a surgery. So what kind of outcomes can a patient expect? This is a surgery which has a very high patient satisfaction rate. Within a very short recovery time of about a week or so, the patient has a much more refreshed looking appearance. The excess skin is taken off, the puffy eye bags go, the eye looks fresher and the patient looks much younger, almost as much as 5 to 10 years as he or she did before the surgery. So what are the ancillary procedures which can be combined with a blepharoplasty? Depending upon the individual needs of the patient, blepharoplasty can be combined with other surgical procedures too. So, for example, if a person has a droopy brow along with the droopy upper eyelid, we can give a combination of a brow lift along with an upper eyelid surgery. Also, if a patient is a little older, say in the age group of 45 years or above, then in this case, we can combine the eyelid surgery along with a facial tightening procedure, say a thread lift or a formal facelift. This gives the face a younger look overall, also taking care of the eyes per se. What are the adjuvant procedures people look for these days when contemplating an upper eyelid surgery? So especially for our northeastern population, people also have this demand of not only correcting the droopiness or the sagging, but also the formation of an upper eyelid crease, which is lacking in this subgroup of our patients. In these patients, in addition to taking out the excess skin and the excess fat from the upper eyelid, what we do is we create a new eyelid for such patients by fixing the skin to the underlying eyelid crease, which is absent in such patients. This takes an additional about 20 to 30 minutes and ends up giving the eye a bigger and wider look, especially in this subgroup of patients. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button. If you have any further queries regarding blepharoplasty, please drop them in the comment section below. And for more such videos, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button.